MTV, welcome to our crib.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Moonstone Chariot. I'm Brandy, and this is
Ben.
And today we're going to share with you 5 things in our van that just don't make sense to us.
We bought our van pre-converted, so it was super, super nice to have everything already built out. With that, though, there are a few things that we wouldn't have done it that way, and we might try to make it a little better down the line for us.
And you may be asking, who are we to judge someone else's work when we bought a pre-converted van? That is fair, but we did convert a 40-foot school bus into our own tiny home back in the United States, so we have a few ideas of what works for us when it comes to storage and building.
All right, guys, first on the list, let's see what's behind door number 1 right here. So this is kind of an awkward position to film in, but right behind the seats here is the 12-volt battery for like all our 12-volt lights, our fans, all that stuff in the van. It's separate from our other battery that runs all the 240-volt stuff. A little confusing, but anyway, they kind of shoved it right behind the passenger seat over here. I don't know why there's a hole in this. Our mini fridge usually sits here. We just have it out of the van right now for some other reasons, but right now there's nothing mounting this in. So I think we are going to end up keeping this battery here because there's not really anything else that can fit behind the passenger seat. We're going to try to mount it in because I've kind of just got it wedged in here right now so it doesn't slide around crazy, but I do want to get some mounts for it and then also just rerun the wires, make them look a lot prettier, not twisted in every single which way direction. Eventually, I think the plan is for the mini fridge to come right back here, so we'll probably just cover up this hole. Won't have to worry about rebuilding a wall or anything crazy like that. But it is, I don't know what the thought process was originally with all this going on right here. All right, so next up is the entire kitchen area. I take it back what I said about the mini fridge. The mini fridge actually might go over here in this area if we can do it right. Originally, so this is the rest of our battery system. This is all our solar panels, the inverter, everything over here. Originally, this was actually kind of shoved under here. Did not make a lot of sense. It fits a lot tighter, a lot better together over here. I've already improved that. But then you've got this weird drawer thing, and this is where the toilet is currently sitting. So you kind of have to pick it up and put it on the ground every time you want to go to use it. So the plan with this is to actually put it in the next thing we're going to show you. But so it's easier and on the ground. But we want to rework this entire shelving system. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So we'd have to raise the counter up a little bit, which should be the easy part of all this. We might actually be able to fit the mini fridge under here too, and then have some kind of custom built shelves so we can fit our utensils, our plates and bowls, all of that stuff a little bit easier in here. We do have some great kitchen storage in the rear of the van, but you do have to open up the back doors to get to it. So this will be kind of all the stuff that we use on a daily basis that we want to just keep right in front of us.
So moving on to the third element of the van that just doesn't quite make sense to us, which kind of goes into the theme of the first 3 things, and that is just storage and utilization of space. So right now I'm sitting on the bed. You might be asking yourself, Randy, where's the actual mattress? The mattress is in our apartment that we're renting right now, as we took it out during the last storm because we have a small leak in the roof that we have to tend to during our renovation period. So that's why there's no mattress in here. But this is where the bed sits, and underneath the bed is a lot of storage, but storage that doesn't quite make sense. And what I mean by that is we have this random section over here, and as I pull this up, this is gonna fall, but we have this random section over here that's very difficult to get to when the mattress is in and the top is not connected or anything, so it falls in a lot. And then you also have this little storage unit. This also has no hinges on it. As I'm filming this, I think Ben is realizing that he never knew that this existed.
I didn't know this existed. I thought you could only open it from here. I did not know. That makes it so much easier, but I'm so frustrated. Okay, I'll get back behind the camera.
So yes, this is the front storage of underneath the bed. Now, if you've ever lived in a tiny space or a van or a bus, you know that storage needs to be optimized as much as possible. So you may be asking, this is about 1/4, 1/5 of the bed. What's under the rest of it? In the back, we have 3 drawers and 1 kind of storage system. The 2 drawers on one side are King's drawers, and in Australia, King's is like the big camping store, like maybe Camping World in the United States. And so those drawers, super nice, amazing, we love it. The other one was built out, still great, and then the storage space is just kind of confusing, and I think mostly because of the wheel wells. So as we make our renovations, our biggest goals are going to be making everything a little bit easier. We are planning on cutting this area up and putting a drawer and drawer slides in for our toilet so that it's just easier to get to than coming out from underneath what we call our kitchen. And then we'll just create a little bit more easement to getting into these other storage spaces. Storage is great, but you also want to be able to easily get to your stuff. Otherwise, you're never going to use it, and it's like pointless to have, at least when you live with someone with ADHD. Another big thing about van life is keeping yourself cool and climatized. One of the things that the previous owners did that really confuses us is they installed a rooftop vent, which is top-notch, amazing, but didn't include a rooftop fan in it. And it does have the ability to have that attachment, so we're not quite sure if this came with the fan and they didn't install that part, or if it just didn't come with the fan. That's one thing that we would like to add, because this allows for great airflow when we're back here, especially when we have the windows open and everything. But it would be really nice if we could suck in some of that cool air from the ceiling into the van, or suck some of the hot air out. Now, the last thing that just doesn't quite make sense to us is the windows. We got super lucky and we actually have 5 windows in the back here. The reason I consider that lucky is because I know we're going to be going to some of the most breathtaking spots and staying in some of the most gorgeous campsites, and I'm excited to be able to look out from my bed to these beautiful locations. The problem is, on our driver's side, we're able to open the window from either side on a sliding mechanism with a metal mesh screen on the other side for protection, which is top-notch great. But on the other side, the window is just solid, completely solid, with no ability to open or close it, and that unfortunately leads us to not be able to get any airflow through the van except for through the rooftop vent and this one window when all the other doors are closed. Obviously, we have our slider side door and we do have the back 2 doors, so when those are open, it is perfect in here. Even on some of the hottest days, if there's a breeze going through, it's chef's kiss. But it would be really nice to be able to have airflow just going straight through. This is something that we will most likely not be changing or renovating throughout our renovations. And those are the 5 things in our van that don't quite make sense to us.
So we are going to try our best to kind of upgrade some of these things to make them a little bit better for us. We're only going to be living it for the next year, so we're not going to put too much work into it. But if you guys got any suggestions on how we can improve any of these things that we just showed you, or even other stuff, let us know in the comments below.
And as always, we hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up as it helps out the channel a ton.
And make sure you help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers by April by hitting that subscribe button and sending this video to your mom.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a great day, a great week, and we will see you soon. Bye!